you are tied to Ecocana, and
Yes.
so you are also the ambassador of Nobl.
Correct.
Maybe you can share about how long you have been using Nobl.
I've been using this rim for wheel set, I think about roughly about 1 year, 4 months to be exact, I think. Yeah.
Even exact duration you can also remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can recall like previous events.
Racing with this, riding and racing with this wheel set for that amount of time in both enduro and downhill races.
Okay.
But I think the most significant race was in Mersing. The race was tough.
Tough as in like, how is it the trail? Maybe you can like
the trail is more technical, rough. In that race we had a few cases. I heard that there were 2 carbon rims besides that broke the practice and race day.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
Like it
broke. Yes. Pecah.
Okay. Nobl is also carbon lah.
Yes.
Did it survive?
It survived that race.
It survived the race.
It survived that race.
People are concerned about like carbon will break lah.
Yeah.
So this one we understand.
Correct.
So how about the alloy inside in the Mersing? Did people like break it?
Break, not that I know of, but I think bent, and maybe a few that maybe bent and couldn't be used. There was a few, I think.
So it means it's already gone.
Yeah.
Considered gone.
Yeah. Sometimes the alloy bend and then it's unusable anymore.
So it seems that this Mersing is quite tough lah. Even on the rider itself, and also the equipment itself, the bike
itself. Yes, correct. Yeah.
So it's very mental and physical.
Yes.
Previously, you're using like alloy wheel sets, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So when is the first time you switched to carbon?
When I got these Nobl rims.
This one is your first carbon rim.
That's my first carbon rim.
Okay. So I think you might have like a huge impression on this thing since this one is your first carbon rim.
Yeah.
So can you maybe like talk about how you feel?
First, when I switched to these carbon rims, the first thing I felt as when I was riding it, it felt light. It felt stiff, but still I can feel comfortable with it.
Comfortable wise, right? Is it because of the impact from the trail itself?
Yes. Like I say, if going down technical sections, rocks or roots, steep sections, even in corners that are rough, the wheel set is still stiff, but it's still comfortable to go through it.
Trail feedbacks, right? It's not going up to your palms, the hands, everything.
Yes.
Which causes arm pump lah.
Correct. Yeah.
So arm pump is greatly reduced.
Yes.
Compared to your previous alloy wheel set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the speed wise, right, is it able to like keep on having the momentum when you go downhill?
That was one of the significant things I felt when I changed to this carbon wheel set. I feel that it was always carrying speed.
Okay.
Whether I'm coasting or flowing down the trails or even exiting the corners, I can always feel that the speed is always in, carrying out, like it's always carrying the momentum. Even rolling on stuff, it felt that it was just going and going.
Heavier stuff, right? They tend to roll better. We know that carbon rims, right? Obviously, they are like much more lighter than alloy. How is it possible for it to carry more momentum compared to alloy?
I think it's because of the stiffness. The stiffness tend to like give you a direct feedback.
Okay.
Let's say if you have a full suspension bike, right? And then you have the shocks locked out, right? Or you have a hardtail, you can feel that every pedal converts directly.
Yes.
Right? Same methodology in the carbon rims as well.
In the carbon rims.
Yeah.
So you're trying to implying that like carbon, it doesn't tend to like
I think it doesn't flex.
Yeah,
much.
Flex, yes, correct.
Yes,
flex
I think that's the right word. The alloy rim tends to flex a lot, especially in corners going out. You can feel the flex there.
A bit of delay.
Yes.
When you have a view, right, it's a circle. When it becomes not that circle, so it might become like a bit of resistance. So the resistance itself causes the momentum to reduce.
Correct.
Theoretically, it should be faster.
Yes.
But due to the nature of the alloy, it deforms.
Yes.
So it increases the resistance.
Yes, I think that's it.
I think it should be like that.
Yeah.
Right? Carbon is quite tough lah.
Yeah.
You can say it stay upright.
Yes.
It doesn't deform easily.
Yes.
Okay. If you see from like online, like localized people like borak like this, right?
Correct.
They always say that, carbon boleh guna ke? Carbon tak patah ke?
Yeah.
Right, this kind of like doubts, you know.
Yeah. Oh, fear.
The fear, yes.
Yeah.
They have like doubts on the reliability
Yes.
in compared to alloy.
Yes.
Because they always try to like alloy will bend only what? Still can use what? But carbon breaks.
Correct.
So for this thing, right? Okay. Do you have events that you saw that alloy didn't survive but carbon survived?
I think going back to not just the races, on my local rides,
Okay.
like my home ground here in Bukit Quhar.
Okay.
So one of the famous trails is Flintstones. This trail is very gnarly in terms of there's a lot of rocks, rock gardens and stuff. And I think a lot of cases, even me myself, before I converted to the carbon rims, I have bent quite badly a lot of alloy rims before that, and I've seen in front of me also a lot of rims that have been dented, especially at the sides here.
So
of the rims and stuff. And sometimes after certain times you are not able, because like the tire doesn't sit well, and then if you are using tubeless, then the air starts to come out, the sealant starts to come out, it doesn't seal well. Yeah.
The wall of the rim, it doesn't sit the bit of tire very well already.
Yeah.
So it's considered not usable anymore.
Yeah.
For the alloy rim lah.
Yeah.
So
when I rode this wheel set down Flintstones, I never have any issues for almost like 1 year 4 months. I've been smashing this rim so far. There's nothing. I think you guys can have a look also. You can see a lot of scratches at the side, but there's no dent, no cracks.
Yeah.
And especially the rear. The rear takes a lot of impact. You can see there's a lot of scratches here, but otherwise it's fine. I mean, I've been riding it with a lot of confidence, and I don't have to worry.
You don't feel like insecure.
Yes.
For riding this kind of Nobl wheel set.
Yeah.
Yeah. The race you mentioned.
Yes.
Mersing,
yes.
Which one is the toughest, right?
Yeah.
One of the toughest comparison to alloy. Any section, right? The alloy didn't survive, but this thing survived.
There was this one gap jump, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
The few people that were casing it kind of like destroyed the rim.
Totally gone.
Yeah, I don't know whether they continued the race, but I heard about it.
Okay.
And a lot of people, I think, like for me, I didn't case, but surviving a lot of the jumps there.
Similar ones.
Okay. And it got through the race very well without anything.
Did you case this thing before?
I have, yes. A few jumps and gaps in I think in other places, not in Mersing though.
Okay.
In PCP, I think I have case once or twice. In Indonesia, there's one. I took a gap jump and it cased, and it still survived. Yeah. So I guess it's still strong and steady.
Still strong and steady.
Yeah.
Do you have the tire insert inside?
Yes, I do have. That's a plus point lah. I have a tire insert inside as well. I think a lot of riders now has already put in insert because of trying to like save the rims, better comfort for the tires as well, to save the tires. I think a lot of people has already put in inserts into it as well. Alloy or it's carbon.
Even though with inserts, right?
Yeah.
Some of the case, right? Like alloy wheel sets, they case the receiver, right?
Yes.
It will break.
Yeah, I think the durability maybe could be slightly less than the carbon rims.
The carbon rims.
Yeah.
So there's a higher risk to like totally smash that thing up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, back to the alloy and carbon dilemma.
Okay.
Break it or sand it, or you ban it and you sand it. This is what I observed from the internet.
Yes.
Also like people riding around.
Correct.
Because I'm also riding.
Yes.
But we are on the different scene. I'm from the cross country. You are in the enduro. But although different discipline, right?
Yes.
Still the same concern.
I think yes.
This thing, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about this? This dilemma.
I think it depends. Nobl.
Okay.
I ride it without any issues or having anything to worry about, because I guess Nobl is a carbon rim that offers lifetime warranty. Because of that, I ride. I don't have to think of anything. The past 1 year and 4 months, I've been riding and smashing it without any like worries or whatever, and it just goes, and I'm just waiting for the time for it to break. Still haven't break. You know.
So let's do the math lah.
Alright.
I already researched from the bike shops.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
For enduro, a
Yes.
pair of rims,
Yeah.
I would say decent
Okay.
alloy rims.
Okay.
So it will cost you maybe around like 700 until 1000
Okay.
for a pair.
Correct.
Alloy, right? Like metals, they have like a fatigue.
Yes.
There will be metal fatigue for
Correct.
sure.
Yes.
Okay. So imagine that for like racers, we take racers example.
Yes.
So how frequent they have to change the rim?
I have a friend who rides. He's also a racer.
Okay.
He rides. He tells me like, you know, if my rim in 1 year, then I change every year.
So it will be an average of like 1000 per year.
Correct.
On the rim itself only.
Yes.
Add up the cost to rebuild, maybe some spokes, some nipples,
Yes.
they are like oxidized,
Yes.
not usable anymore.
Correct.
So it will be add up until like, let's say 1005.
Yeah, around there.
Around that, right?
Around there. Yes.
Back to this
Yes.
Nobl Carbon Wheel set, right?
Yes.
So a pair of it should be around like 4000, like
4002, 4003.
4002, 403.
Yes.
Does it stay upright?
I've been using this for 1 year and 4 months. I haven't even threw it yet, and it's still
Still holding good.
Yeah, it's still
holding
good.
well lah.
So from the first day I got it until now, it's still intact and it's still straight and aligned.
If we try to prolong the timeline,
Yes.
For maintaining a wheel set.
Correct.
So we go back to the alloy.
Yes.
So you need 1005 per year.
Correct.
So as you add up per year,
Yeah.
so for 3 years, right?
For 3 years, you pay one time this, and you get a lifetime warranty.
Even though until 3 years and above, like 4 years, 5 years, and the coming years, you still have to pay the 1005 every year.
Every year.
Okay. The price of the Nobl, right?
Yeah.
It'll be much more make sense with the lifetime warranty.
Exactly. I mean,
right?
like you pay one time. I mean, it's a lot for one time, but you are assured for a lifetime warranty. So anytime you can say if you can break it in less than 1 year, you still get a replacement.
Yes.
10 years down the road, you still get a replacement.
The bike shop might charge you for the rebuild.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it costs only like 200 to 300.
Well, it will be the same with the alloy as well, because if let's say you are rebuilding every year, you are still paying the rebuilding. Where else this one you only pay whenever it breaks. Even on the alloy also, you are looking at 1 year if it doesn't break or bends, right? But if you have a hardcore rider who races and rides every day and uses the same wheel set, you might even break it than less than a year. Cost will be higher.
Once you ban it, 1005.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For Nobl, you break it, hundreds.
Yeah.
Just for the rebuilding.
Correct.
I think it makes total sense. Yes.
Because Nobl is offering the lifetime warranty, and I think that's a good point for people to trust it. For me, I've been riding it for 1 year, 4 months. I still haven't break it yet.
so since you are racing and you're riding quite often, right? I think for this Nobl Carbon Wheel, you have already like covered up all the costs.
Yeah.
We call it
correct.
Cost per ride.
Yes.
Is very affordable on
if you look at it that way, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Good to hear that. Let's summarize all these things.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put into one simple sentence, one conclusion.
Okay.
So, who will you recommend to?
I would recommend to everybody, whether it's a weekend rider or racer, the quality, the performance, and the feel, you get so much out of it. It really affects your riding because you can feel it. I think most of the time riders will feel. You can talk about this brand, that brand, or whatever, but at the end of the day, when you get that thing, it's about the feel. Your riding or progression or your security, and you don't have to worry. Just ride it.
Yeah, like driving towards like perceive subjectively.
Yes.
Using like feel, as in like how you see. How fast it is. It's very subjective. As human, we perceive data. We are quite weak at that lah.
Yeah.
If we perceive based on feel.
Yeah.
There is still compliance.
Compliance, yes.
There's still compliance.
Correct.
It won't make you like uncomfortable with the stiffness.
Yeah. That's true data. But I think at the end of the day, it's the rider when he gets that part, and that's where they can feel that the experience of that data that has been
on paper. Yeah, it looks good, but at the end, The rider have to like ride the bike.
Correct.
Feel it.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good discussion for this.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.